Hello and welcome to the Apex Racing TV esports studio and our coverage of the Apex Racing Academy Porsche Cup. Last time out we had our first hour-long race of the season and it was Elias Sawyer who was able to take the spoils and the championship lead. We'll be seeing if he can match that today as we head to Road Atlanta for a 4-race format that we have in store tonight. Thank you very much for tuning in. My name is Sam Fitzpatrick, alongside me is David Sampson. And of course, after round one, David, we were very much thinking, genuinely in the pros, there could be 8 different champions coming up this season. But last time out, Elias's performance really was quite the gauntlet, not just in the race, but also in qualifying.
Yeah, I mean, we got the chance to speak to him after the race, thank God, and he did explain he did get... It was a good lap, but he did pick up some good draft, and Le Mans, it's such a long lap.
Well, he said the scary thing, though, was that it wasn't that good a lap. I missed a couple of Apexes.
Sure, but if you can get that draft,
yeah,
and the guy in front's also not slow through the corners, you can really cook. But no, obviously, it's not take away. His pace was insane, and the team did really well. Going to have completely different factors here to deal with, though.
Very different circuit. There is the championship standing. Sawyer at the top ahead of Pedrick and Postjub, Despotakis, and Karakalis with a post-race pen last time out for breaking the qualifying rules, but he really did try to upset the Lion GP stranglehold that was very much in place in that event. In terms of the proms, obviously we always know this is going to be competitive. Pascal Whale is at the top. Aiden Carter, interestingly, with both pole positions so far this season, but hasn't converted either of them into a top 2 finish. So he sits quite far behind, currently 54 points back. Whale has won both of the rounds so far this season.
Yeah, this is going to be competitive. I think Aiden's still in with a shot. But let's see. Like we say, different beast here. I'm really excited for this race.
And in the amateurs, Hayden Putzek is at the top, but he's not around for tonight, so he'll be taking advantage of the drop score. Joey Island, who looked so impressive in round 1, unfortunately got wiped out, if you recall, on lap 1 at Le Mans. No fault of his own. It was actually a collision between 2 cars behind him. So still looking strong in there. Albeit the 2 pole position drivers actually this season, Wiley Blair down in 5th and Avuta Gossai down in 7th. And they're the 2 drivers who have got pole, so it sort of demonstrates that in that championship it's tricky to avoid incidents. And in the amateurs, in the teams, Lion GP 1-2, and they look pretty unbeatable. Yeah,
well, there's quite a few. They're all very strong. They work well together, and their qualifying's been on point. I mean, you can't rule out Sezi, so I'm excited to see what they can do. But yeah, what a start to the season. Obviously, there are 2 teams. They have to try and not take away too many points away from each other. That's Sezi's only hope, really, apart from putting in some good results.
Yes, of course. Chessie, the champions a couple of seasons ago. In terms of our calendar, we head to Road Atlanta for this round before going to the Italian doubleheader with Monza and Imola, Daytona, which of course people will be sick of by now, and Hockenheim, and then of course Adelaide, which the opposites of sick of because we've never raced there. So
I've never raced
that. It is the A race format for today. I feel like this circuit and this format should be chaos, really. Very possible to overtake around this place, and you're going to need to overtake.
Yeah, I mean, I think this format lends itself brilliantly to this track. It's for us because it makes for good racing, good entertainment. It's tricky here. Obviously, the bumps here really... We're going to see the issue with the Porsche Cup in full glory. Full glory. You're going to see drivers looking at the sky more than the track.
And explain to the viewers what that issue is.
Well, issue is only an issue. It's not that they are happy with this, but yeah, they basically once the suspension compresses, after you've picked up some airtime, when it compresses, the pushback is insane. We're talking 4-5 foot of front lift. And the TC in this car is brilliant, but once you start compressing and coming back down, the TC has a nightmare. Thus, if you do save the car, which, especially drivers in this field, they're going to, it's how much time you lose. We're used to smacking a curb and get going. This costs you 2/10 just because of the compression and the TC. So it's going to make for fantastic racing. And then the draft you're going to really see here. Leading is tough here, unless you've got that little bit over people behind you. Strong draft here.
It's going to be a dry round for this. We hope there will be some rain before the end of the season, but not quite any so far this season. I mean, obviously it's very warm down in, I think Red Atlanta's in Georgia, right? Apologies if I've messed it up. I think it's in Georgia. It's a very warm part of the world, so it makes sense that there won't be too much. And yeah, in terms of our circuit then here at Red Atlanta, everyone knows it, everyone loves it. Two very much different parts of the circuit. You've got the first part of the circuit with the S's, and then obviously it turns into that slipstream fest that you were mentioning before.
Yeah, what a corner one. There are opportunities to go around the outside if you're brave and you trust the guy on the inside not to track out too far. Then you've got the blind sweeper. New people learn the track. Always wonder how you line this corner up, but we've all done a million laps. Down the S's here, guys, you have to be really careful with how they contact the curbs and manage the understeer, because it leads you into a very difficult 5 otherwise. 6, 7, nice and easy. 7 is about avoiding the inside. You can take the curb, but to be honest, it's much easier to just focus on the traction and get yourself all that speed on the rundown. We're going to see a lot of side-by-side here into this corner. It's very opportunistic in Porsche Cup with the draft, especially if you get a good exit or the guy in front hits a curb. Even if it's a 3-way battle here, we could see nice switchbacks here. We're going to see that a lot, I think, in Porsche Cup. This corner is flat, but your line needs to be impeccable.
Yeah, and one of the best, of course, we've got Daytona later on in the season. That'll be the best chance at a photo finish, but pretty good chance at a photo finish as well here with that cutback that you were mentioning before and getting the run down the hill to the line on the last lap. So in terms of our picks then, for today, we've got Elias Sawyer, who is top of, is my pick for pros. Of course, he was so dominant last time out. I mean, just had to go for him really. Aiden Carter, I think I'm going to keep going for Aiden until he wins the race. Like I said, he's got both pole positions so far this season, so really he's been in great form when it comes to his ultimate pace. Just hasn't quite come together so far in terms of getting that result. And Wouter Gossai, also a pole sitter last time out at Le Mans. Didn't go so well for him that race, but again, demonstrating that he's got the pace. Who have you gone for?
For my pro pick, I've gone for Tony. I mean, he looks... It hasn't gone his way this season so far, but I think, like you said, I'm going to pick him until he smashes it. I've also done that with Aiden Carter. I want to see the guy win. I think it's really competitive. I'm rooting for a good fight, but Aiden I want to see him convert. And Joey Ireland, since I wrote him off in round 1, I can't remember what I mentioned, but he's been nothing but impressive. He's had some bad luck. Yeah, I'm excited to see what he does. He looks really good. I like watching him drive.
Well, we'll go to an advert now, but when we're back, we'll be covering the qualifying action.
Are you struggling for consistency in your sim racing? Does your iRating look like a roller coaster? If so, we have good news for you. The way to get more consistent is to first understand what you're doing differently than the professionals. And VRS is the answer. With our competitive subscription, you will have the telemetry, setups, tutorials, and everything else you need to fully analyze your driving. Our data packs and the ability to compare your driving with the best in the world will show you exactly where to adjust your inputs, change your driving line, and shave seconds off of your lap times. And our powerful and precise Direct Force Pro wheelbase and precision pedals are being used by some of the world's best drivers. All these champions agree that VRS hardware is not just the best on the market, it's also priced well below the competition. So if you're looking to upgrade to direct drive and the best pedals in sim racing, VRS is your answer. If you want to get better, get faster, and make it happen sooner rather than later, you owe it to yourself to find out why so many people are switching to VRS. You'll be so glad that you did. Visit www.virtualracingschool.com and learn why the best use VRS.
Welcome to Road Atlanta. We are currently midway through the amateur qualifying at the moment. We did have a comment in the YouTube chat, some very nice comments from Vandy Games saying, "Holy smokes, what a production, looking great, gentlemen." So thank you very much. A couple of subscribers, Marco and Your Dreamer Maker as well. We also had a thing from Bad Habit Gaming saying, "Sick of Daytona? Impossible." There is a short that we have on our channel, which is me basically criticizing Daytona. and it's about 3 years old, but we still get comments on it. We had a comment a couple of days ago, and usually they're quite personal attacks at myself on people who do like Daytona.
Yep.
So if yeah, anyone wants to see that, that is on the channel. But yeah, currently it is Mr. Wiley Blair who is at the front in qualifying.
Hello to Line GP. Let's go, boys. Yep, you've got lots of boys in the series. It's good to see.
I was speaking to Wiley recently about why he's so good at qualifying, because obviously he's been very good in qualifying so far this season. And yeah, so I was going to make a joke there, but I've lost confidence in it. But anyway, he's got him second up.
Yeah, I mean, he seems fast. He's obviously taken to the car. It's a good opportunity. It's a new car, so if you can put in the hours. Let's see, yeah, he completely avoids that curb, gets the throttle down nice and early. You really want to get that down while you're in the turning phase. Problem with that curb, yes, that's what we usually do in, say, GT3s or Proto. You just lose speed all the way down the straight. Now, let's see if he keeps it in third or goes into second. I think ultimately the fastest guys can hold third and keep the minimum speed up and focus on traction, but I think we're going to see a lot of second gear. Third, so he's a fast boy. Nicely done. Cut to the right, let it track back out, and then keep it flat. Try not to hit the inside curb.
Yes.
Oh, he did hit the inside curb.
Ooh.
That's fine. But I think it cost him a teeny bit.
Could that have invalidated his next lap as well, running onto the grass?
So it actually invalidates your current one, even if it's the other side of the line.
Sure.
The timing for Road Atlanta is just it's always been this way. So if your off track is after the line, it will invalidate your quali lap that you just did.
Sure.
Your next one's for, I don't know, Matt, it's so messed up. So yeah, on your end of your second lap of queue, like in an official, and you're pushing and you cross the line and track out, it unfortunately wrecks you that. So that's the line that's difficult to get used to, that we do different from GT3s. You really want to keep the car low and pegged to ground. So he's not opening up the corner there, is Andy. And he didn't track out, so I assume he lifted. So you want to grab a bit of grass on the way in, keep fourth gear.
Luke Blow comes back to the pits. Was actually looking like a very good lap for Luke in the first two sectors, but I think maybe made a mistake in sector 3. So that'll be the end of his qualifying. As Jos Ooms now goes to the top, the Belgian.
Yeah, nice lap. Yeah, exactly what Alan said, yeah.
Made a mistake on this one, so we'll have to give up on that.
Yeah, I love this track. I've done quite a few hours of this combo this week. I'm still not in love with the car. I'm learning to like I've always been very aggressive with curbs, so it's not helpful. I've done too many laps of Road Atlanta to unlearn it.
Sure.
Like, deliberately avoiding the curb just feels like I'm...
Well, what you need to do is you use the motion rig we have downstairs.
No, I'm good.
Turn it up to 100%, and then you won't want to use the curves. Otherwise, you might get like a concussion. So
yeah. It's going to be a fantastic overtaking opportunity here, especially with the power of the draft. What can Andre do here?
Hello, moves up to 7th position himself, De Brouwer, with a couple of personal bests sectors, but it's not enough to put most many places. That could well get him ahead of the food pro-amps though, so still an important improvement. Hodgson improves to P6 there. Still Ooms' time the best out there, but anyone can complete the lap that they started. I don't think Ireland crossed the line in time, so I think he will need to come back to the pits. And hopefully he's got the memo on that. I think he was about a second short.
Yeah, close, don't cut it.
Gossai not able to improve himself. That's a disappointing qualifying for the pole sitter 1 week ago. Thomas Verm, 2nd place in the championship.
Yeah,
A lot of catching up to do for him.
One personal best on this lap. We'll see. He needs an improvement. So we've got some 18.2s on the board. Is this similar temps to the officials? If so,
It's very cold, I think.
yeah, we're going to see very low 17s then in qualifying.
So disappointing qualifying for Verm then.
We see, unfortunately, it is annoying the way the timing works because, you know, when you watch the replay, technically, I finished the lap, then got an off track.
Sure. Yeah. We've got a couple new drivers in the Pro-Ams who are now going out onto circuits. We have got Manuel Pindel, who we've seen in the GC3 Trophy Series in the past, and maybe seen in this series as well. And we've also got the long-awaited return of Jensen Adriansson, who is an absolute ARA legend, stalwart. I remember Jensen when he was battling with his brother Dara Adrianssons in the ARA GT Championship back in like lockdown era. And I think he's only taken part in one series over the past 3 years as Jensen. So really great to see him back. And I think, frankly, he will be one of the top running Pro-Am drivers in the series. And he's had a little bit of a late entry to the championship.
Someone in chat asking if Mr. Sawyer is racing. He is. He's in Pro, so get through the Pro-Ams and then he'll be making his way out onto track.
Thanks to Laszlo for subscribing to the channel. Of course, races in the Fox Tekka series does Laszlo. As well as this one.
Are people in different heats? Different sessions?
Yeah, so we can't see all the session times, unfortunately. So if anyone is using the live timing, there is a link to that in the description below. Yeah, you will only see half the times because, yeah, just a bit of an annoying thing that iRacing does.
Yeah, because this is a heat race. There are 2 qualifying servers, essentially, that drivers are split between.
Yeah. So Rogers, is this a good distance back, you would say, for Rogers?
Yeah, if it works. The guy in front has draft as well, so yeah. You just don't want to be behind anyone slowing you, because otherwise you're going to lose a lot in the last section.
Well, it looks like.
Right, look at the speed difference to someone without the compression here. He's going to lose time here. Yeah, he's losing time, losing time.
And of course, do you cut your losses here and just back off so that at least you got a free space for your second lap?
Don't know. You pray they're fast because you want to get a banker in, right? If it's an early lap, but like you say, then you start the next lap with them right in front of you.
You can see Andre Bjorklund. Well, actually, he did do a fast first lap, but I'm happy with this second lap, warming up his tyres as Rogers does back out of it. He did start the lap too close to the cars ahead. Gordon Hawk will be next up. Beeman moves up to P5. Who else can join him in the Pro-Ams? I'm sure there will be a couple of others.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to see that time improve. We'll get into the 17s with the Pro-Ams, I imagine.
Roy Uti, is actually able to continue on this lap as long as he didn't back out of it straight away because he kind of had.
Back in my day, that used to put you in the wall.
Oh,
we didn't have this grippy grass.
Whenever people are like, oh, it's tricky to get the grass, you know, it sucks you out.
Yeah. No, it
don't.
We used to have ice on the exit of that corner. You hear it, and that's it. You're in the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're still waiting for a representative Pro-Am time. Let's see.
Well, this is the man to beat in Pro-Am qualifying. 2 poles already this season. Currently 3rd position, but the tyres still warming up. And it's looking like a very nice time for Aidan Carter so far. A couple of personal bests. I don't think this is going to be enough for pole position, but might go up into P2. Should be a good benchmark. Still got another 5 minutes of this Pro-Am qualifying to go. Here he comes to the line as Vatsic goes to the top.
Yeah, great lap by Lars there.
Carter actually not finding Boomy. He picks up a 1x somewhere. Koenig 2 seconds.
German sim racing, 1-2 at the moment. These lap times are awfully close. There are now 4 people in an 18-2. Your Assumes had an 18 too.
I mean, Interlagos as well was ultra close, wasn't it? And I think this circuit you sort of anticipate being very close as well, with it being a shorter circuit and a circuit that everyone knows.
The pros are going to destroy these lap times.
Oh, you think?
Oh, yeah, low 70. Like I don't know the skill. What's the skill ceiling? 9K, 8K. So you could be looking at a 17.3. And depends on the temps and the track state, obviously.
Vatsik on another good lap, but Koenig as well is also improving, I think. I'm not exactly sure where on the circuit he is. But yeah, don't be surprised if Vatsik gets close to the 17s here, because a couple of nice sectors.
It's looking very strong. Oh, we must have picked up an off-track in Sector 1, I'm thinking.
Lehman to second. What can Koenig do a little bit further back?
5 drivers in the 18.2s. There it is. And it's our Porsche guy, Alex Rogers. 17.8. Good lap.
I'm not going to be pedantic and say that they're all driving Porsches.
Yeah, but he drove.
Get what you mean?
Yeah.
Jensen Adjunssons, the returnee, moves up to second place straight away on the
17.999.
Oh, Rogers spins. Now, if he avoids the barrier here and avoids all the other cars, he will. Oh, as someone comes to join him. And a difficult rejoin has just become even trickier. Roy Uteam is trying not to do a Ricardo from Baku a few years ago.
They need to be really careful, because this tactic of keeping the outlap is can wind you up in Penaltyville if you handle it wrong.
Oh, so he's returning anyway, seemingly. Rogers maybe at the tyres in his mind. Still got time to do another lap, but the tyres won't necessarily be in their best condition. Yorkland to second.
Yep, 17.977. Nice P2 there. We've got 3 drivers in the 17s.
Koenig, we definitely know, has an improvement in him, but he's struggling to find it at the moment. That was a bit of a back-off lap. He's got 2 more attempts still to go.
Just trying to see if we've got any drivers out there cooking. Yeah, I think David Koenig can certainly find some improvement looking at his sectors. It's tough, there's only 4.
So Adjunsson's now starting another lap.
That was a very long...
It's because we cut to him
of
from one
course.
session to another.
Yeah.
So it's like, I haven't seen this driver for 7 minutes, so I'm going to say it's a 7-minute 601.
Yeah. I feel like Jetson off track because his first sector hasn't come in either.
I think if there were bonus points for driver profile images, Matthew Collin has absolutely run away with it.
Oh, I didn't see that. I missed that.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm not commenting anymore after that war I had off when I insulted someone's logo for being too simple. That was just a war.
Wait, when that was a while
some
back,
endurance,
right?
yeah. And I looked like, basically I said it was done in Microsoft Paint, just 2 letters.
Oh yeah, well yeah, because of course in Aero Endurance this season we had the logos always on.
Yeah.
On the thing, didn't we? Yeah. Well, we can criticise flags today. So Jensen Adjunsson's way too basic a flag, really, a Belgian flag. But I do like yellow on it. He goes P3, can't find an improve. Although wait, did he cross the line in time? I wasn't quite looking at the time. It must have been very close.
6 seconds from where he was. I don't think so. It would have been tight. No, I don't think so. No.
Well, hopefully he gets the memo and comes back to the pits. Pindor in his first race of the season and does well to find just a 1/10 of a second, but that promotes him, what, about 6 positions then.
Yep. Your assumes this is a great qualifying for him. P7 overall, with Wiley Blair down in 10th, Luke Lowe in 13th. That's working out very good for the points.
Yorkland unable to improve. Carter only 18th position for Aiden Carter. That is
Our pick in the bin.
in the bin.
Oh, that's too much there. Yeah, working the race.
And I don't think we have any more pro-ams, but we can't ever be entirely sure. But I think that is it. So we now have the pros go out on circuit. Unfortunately, not all of them are out on circuit. Adam Watson, we saw have a moment to forget, 10 seconds to forget, and he earned enough license points in that 10 seconds between a very bad dive and a very bad rejoin to earn himself a qualifying ban. So he will not be taking part in qualifying, and he'll be starting at the back.
I remember the moment you meant.
Yeah.
Because I've always got his back, but yeah, he just... we all have a moment.
He did apologise in the chats afterwards to the drivers he affected. If it's any consolation, his race was ruined anyway, so the post-race penalty he got meant absolutely nothing, but the qualifying ban will be tough on him for this round. He will be starting outside the top 20 in his heat.
Some nice looking lines here. Obviously first lap isn't it, it's usually like 2/10 off. Let's see how he takes this. Look at that, minimal bumpage. It feels strange to take such a low line, but the pace you get, acceleration you get is unmatched. He's probably just easing his tyres in as well. Let's see how much Corby avoids here. All of it. And we'll see if he holds third for the last corner. You don't have to. Everyone's got slightly different technique. And it's open, so depending on how understeer you run the car. I imagine he's going to keep it in third. I know, he's just lifting. Let's see. Oh, he's still third though, even with the early lift.
Well, already a good time from Ormendorfer, so let's see if Sawyer can do a bit better than that.
P25 now, he's just working those tyres in.
Yeah. Here's his teammate. Not spoken too much about Ormendorfer so far this season. Of course, he was in that lead pack last time out at Le Mans, but he just picked up too many slowdowns in the last 15 minutes.
He was just didn't have the pace of his teammates last round. Like, he was, obviously he did excellent, he was up there, but of the group he was hanging around with, he was on the back foot a little bit. So compensated, you know, pushing those liners a little bit too hard and picked up, yeah, like you mentioned, far too many off tracks, slowdowns.
Mate Lampert out there. I'm trying to think what Lampert's results have been so far this season. We haven't seen a whole lot of him.
Says he hasn't been, obviously, not that we expected more, but they were so dominant last season.
Yeah, Lampert has taken part in both of the first two rounds, but yeah, fairly middling results. 10th place in the championship as it stands.
Oof, this is costing. Yep. Nothing you can do.
And what you don't want to do is get a 0x, because then you're compromising someone else's lap. And
well, yeah, you invalidate their lap as well. Yeah.
Yeah, someone did get a penalty for trying to bump draft at Le Mans last time out. So.
Trying to bump draft in qualifying.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to have your brain detached. Oh, yeah.
So Ormendorfer certainly looks fast today. Sawyer pushing on this lap. It looks like he's backed off on that one. He wasn't quite taking the curbs the same way. So Ormendorfer, watch out for this lap. This could well be provisional pole coming up. So far it's just him and Sawyer near the front for the pros who have put in representative lap times. As Marcel Rotz goes to 15th. Morotz. So I did search. It's Marcel Morotz is the pronunciation. Ormendorfer messes it up at the last corner. And hopefully that doesn't compromise his run going on to the next lap.
A little bit, but not enough to worry. Oh, Lester's going to catch a bit of traffic. Does he back off again?
Yeah, I think that was a bit of a cool down lap for him anyway.
Pro's not shining yet.
Granez changing teams for this round. He's representing Renova Competition now. And it's serving him well up into 5th place. Do you think we should introduce a rule like Formula 1 where you can't have 50% of the car black?
Didn't even know that was a rule.
Well, it's a new rule for this season because obviously they've all been trying to save weight by
Right, carbon.
Yeah, just not painting the car. Now they have to paint at least 50% of the cars. Pedrick goes 8th.
I didn't know that. No, shouldn't. That sounds like a stewarding nightmare.
True. So Florian Kappel with, yeah, barely a lap time so far. Is this a push lap for him? I can't quite see, unfortunately. The second time, it might just be an out lap, in fact, so plenty of work for him to do.
And you've only had one pro lap in the 17s at the moment.
Yeah, the times aren't coming. Track probably getting a bit warmer, to be fair. It is getting later in the day. I think the practice starts at 10, so it must be, what, about 1 in the afternoon now. So it's getting very warm. It is 26 degrees temperature. I mean, the track temperature, the air temperature, still fairly cool. As a Gazer goes to the top.
Ooh, only just. 2,000ths in it. Over the Pro-Am, Alex.
I think he's backing off on this lap. We'll still have another couple of attempts after this one.
The bouncing.
As Pedrick goes to the top by 100th of a second.
There are 3... Oh, is it 100th? No, 1,000th. 10th, 100th. No, 1,000th.
Oroch back up to 5th.
1, 2, and 3 separated by absolutely nothing.
I mean, and Alex Rogers, obviously the imposter there. Doing very well as a Pro-Am.
I still think we're going to see 17-4. Let's see. I don't know the conditions. If they've... Yeah. It's not the easiest track if the conditions aren't there.
Could see Wiebelhaus go to 4th position. He is he was a real-life Porsche Cup driver, so...
Well, he real life had to save it there. Yeah, it's good to see. As Ollie puts it, P4. Alex's lap's holding up well.
Apologies, he drives a Mustang. I'm not on that.
Yeah, the Ford Performance... I forget the word. Not Ford Development Driver, Ford... let me remember.
Test driver?
No.
Development driver?
No.
Sawyer with another mistake. It's not happening at the moment for Elias. So looked very quick at the start of this qualifying, but has not been able to find the improvements that others have. Here comes Wiebelhaus again. I don't think he's putting any personal best sectors on this one. As Karakalis goes within 6,000ths of Pedrick. We now have the top 6 separated by less than a tenth. And this is even closer than what we saw back at Interlagos 2 weeks ago.
I did put down the word I did think it was. It is Ford Development Driver.
Oh, sure. Gazer, can he find the slight of improvement? It's not looking like any personal best sectors for him, so has to go again. Still got 2 more attempts if he's got the fuel. Posture doesn't seem to have the fuel. Oh, he's being very generous, but that's going to compromise his next lap, so I'm not sure why he's done that.
No, not sure. Unless he's out there with one mission to give draft. Does he have a teammate out there? No.
So Sawyer there just starting his last lap. He'll just miss out on it saying the extra lap. So a lot of pressure now on Elias Sawyer to improve on that 11th place. He would start 6th in his heat if it's...
That was a lot of curb from Elias. I can't see him being green after that. But we'll see how the rest of the lap unfolds.
Well, the first sector was about a tenth of a second down on the fastest we've seen.
Yeah, he really spanked the curb.
Second sector is 3... No, second sector is excellent. Second sector is otherworldly. It's... Yeah, this is more like it.
All right, there's good traction here. Looks good.
It's basically on par with the time he needs for pole position at the moment.
It's a nice and clean braking. Open it up a little bit onto the curb. Keep 3rd gear. Cut the inside curb enough.
His third sector's about half a tenth down on what he wants. Fine margins. This could be front row. It could be.
It's clean. And keep it pegged, avoid the inside curb, and lower your head to get closer to the line.
Where is it? For Sawyer.
P1.
It's the top. And it is small margins, but he's been able to pull it out when it mattered. And that is, that's some lap.
5 drivers with a 17.8.
Will there be any more to add to that? Caracas is on a pretty good lap himself. He's in the ballpark. If this final sector is as perfect as it needs to be, is it going to be a Caracas pole position? It is not. He just went, lost a couple of tenths in that final sector, which cost him.
Yeah, that is really close up front. Less than a tenth separating the top 5.
Despotak is somewhere, but I mean, he's only 3 tenths off right now. It might get him ahead of Granez and Vatsik, but I don't think it's going to get him a whole lot further up than that. And that's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
12th position for him.
2 Pro-Ams in the top 10 at Road Atlanta. Adam Watson has a lot of work to do. There are 56 drivers out today. Yikes, it looks like he's the only one with a Q-ban.
So, Elias Sawyer then is on pole position for this Heat 1, followed by George Caracas, then it's Alex Rogers, Finn Wiebelhaus, Marcel Moroch, or Morotz, apologies. Then it's Jensen Adjensons, David Granez, Callum Beemant, Joris Ooms is top of the AMs, and Sam Fritsch in 10th place. I won't go through all the names, although we do have a slightly longer gridding up process for this race because they've got 2 minutes to get on the grid, plenty of time.
So explain the format. So what is it? 1st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, all that?
Exactly, yeah. All the odd place drivers from qualifying go into this Heat 1, and all the even place drivers will go into Heat 2. It is a 10-minute Heat 1, 10-minute Heat 2. The top 12 go straight into the A final. Anyone who doesn't finish in the top 12, which will be most of the grid, will have to go into the B final. The B final is 14 minutes long, and the top 6 go through from the B final into the A final, which means that we will have 30 drivers for the A final.
Bam.
You do get points for your heat, but of course your heat also sets your grid position for the A final. You do get more points for the A final. So what we always say is if you're in the top 12, don't risk it, because your evening can go very, very badly if you don't get through in your heat.
Nah, send it.
Okie well, let's see if anyone does what David said.
Standing starts are obviously super important. A short run to the first corner. And then, we are going to see an incident. It's just the nature of the corner.
Here we go then. Elias Sawyer once again on pole position. And away we launch. It's a terrible start for Marcel Morotz, who's just going backwards and going to cause a little bit of an issue for a couple of drivers behind. But it's a good start for Sawyer. Manages to get into T1 in the lead. I think Gazer trying to get on the inside there in one of the chassis cars.
Some 3-wide action. They backed out, thank God.
This is where it really narrows up into T3. And still, we've got a few cars alongside as they head into the S's.
Yeah, no 2x2 in the S's on cold tyres, please, guys. Oh, no.
That's one of the... that's a Hawk. As one car goes across, and that's going to be a big slowdown there for Pascal Whale.
Yeah, but you'll argue, Hawk, you know, was it a dangerous region? A little bit of a shove there.
Caracas getting his elbows out in order to hold off Wiebelhaus.
You ready to see the draft? Well, although I say that, Elias has a great run. He's pulled out an 8/10 gap, but look at this. This is nothing like GT3s. Here we go. Like, look at this.
Oh, and it's a late move from Caracas, and we did. Oh, and Rogers now goes into the wall, our Pro-Am leader, and he rejoins as best as he could do. Who spun as well, or did everyone keep it going in the right direction? That was a miraculous save from Morotz, as Caracas now has a slowdown.
Yeah, I mean,
as well as made some
I'm trying not to be hard to judge because I only saw it from hanging off of a wing mirror, but Caracas is blocking.
And he's blocking a bit again here. He's still got that slowdown to serve.
Yeah, I mean, it was... I mean, yes, we haven't seen it properly, but to me, I have him blocking 2 times at the moment.
And it was the reaction to the block from Pedrick which made contact with Rogers. Let's see it again. Pedrick goes left.
Yeah, see, that's blocking.
Way too late.
Yeah.
Although
yeah.
Pedrick sort of moves across as well himself. I mean, I feel like Pedrick may be at fault there as well.
I mean, reacting to a block is a difficult subject to discuss, right? Because... And we saw him do it on the approach to T1 as well. Exact same move.
Well, Kakas has now finally served that slowdown. He's lost out to Wiebelhaus and Granez. Of course, any penalties will only be applied after the evening is done. It won't affect who gets through into the A final. And then once again, an incredible recovery from Morotz, who had to go onto the grass in order to avoid the spinning Alex Rogers.
Spent too long at a draft there. He was too close at the wrong time. And now it's just put him on the back foot. And he set up a switch back. No, he's going to be switched backed on someone else. Again, guys. Jesus. I mean, he could argue I was going for an overtake, but seriously. Can't react to mirrors.
Yeah.
It's called blocking.
That is generally the rule. Like, if the car behind you has made the move already, you can't react to that. As that
well, if they're far back, yeah.
An amazing outside overtake there, and he's going to pull it off. That's a great effort there from Pascal Whale.
That's lovely.
So we get a replay from Wiebelhaus's perspective, and that's the shift to the right which made contact with Rogers. And then this is what happened then down here. Kakas actually skipped the chicane. Oh, but he just cut it on the inside. Wasn't anything wrong that Wiebelhaus did.
No. Kakas blocked twice and then took a slowdown.
Well, Sawyer and Pedrick are teammates, but Sawyer's still making some shapes down there. It is a line GP 123 as it stands. By the way, we've got Thomas Verm back in the pits, which is quite significant for his championship aspirations. Came into this round second place in the championship, I think.
So, what, line GP 1, 2... Oh, I'm getting confused. Is it? No. Wiebelhaus is line GP, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Verm was 6th going into this round, apologies. So maybe not quite so significant for the championship, but still bad news for him. Another great performance right now from Luke Blow. He
really
is
good.
up 3 places for Blair Racing. And yeah, just trying to hold off Florian Kappel, who had a bit of an underwhelming qualifying himself for Sim RC, up 5 places from his race starts.
Let's see what we can do here. See the nice exit. He's taking a lot of that inside curb, and watch as the cars in front drive away from the line we would usually take.
Yeah, and Joris Ooms is going to be fairly close to him now. And this next straight, albeit Ooms will try not to play too much of this. It looked like there was an issue for Kenneth Wick, who's fallen off the timing board. No longer in the top 25. Sawyer has been caught by Wiebelhaus, and this would be quite an introduction for the debutant to win on his first time out.
Caught is an understatement there, indeed.
And apologies, I think I said earlier on that it was a line GP 123, and I was getting confused by our live time, which doesn't make things too easy for us. It is only a line GP 12. Granez is part of Renova competition. He is a privateer. Pretty much, he has no teammates in the 6, does Granez. What does Wiebelhaus do here? He's going to go for a move at one of the less easy places to make a move on the circuit. At least he was gesturing for it, as Florian Kappel has had a little bit of an issue, maybe bouncing over those curbs again, and is now on the cusp of the advancing spots. Remember, top 12 goes straight through to the A final. But is there going to be a change out in the lead? The gap down to just a tenth of a second, and it looks like these guys are free to race.
Well, different teams of Lion GP, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Whoa, lovely move there. Yeah, you can't stop him now, he has the inside.
Well, Granez will be licking his lips at this.
Yeah, obviously with a top 12 qualification, This does invite the pack back to them. Well, I say the pack is just 2 drivers, right?
Yeah, Atkinson's quite a long way off. Still leader of the Prams.
Finn does look quick though. He's got a lovely run here.
Yeah, that's 2 laps in a row where his exit from the S's has been really good. He thought about the move the last time round. This time he does go for it.
This is going to cost him huge. Granaz will have, more than draft now.
And if I were these guys, I would not want Caracallis anywhere near me as well. So he's being invited to along with this.
They're not pushing. No, they're not pushing.
As Wales just got past Fitch as well, a little bit further back.
They're not pushing, they're pinching. Are we seeing the downfall of our dominant team, Lion GP, play out in at the first heat? Yeah, Granaz has got a run. No, he's going to go outside.
So Vibo House leads then for the first time across the line. And Granaz needs to make sure, well, I mean, the problem is Granaz will be dived by Caracallis. You can bet a decent amount of money on that. North, meanwhile, I think has just got past Capel, I think.
Yeah, they've almost reconnected the whole pack.
Yeah, leaders that last time around 18-9.
Yeah, that's shocking.
You compare that to someone like Jensen Adjinson's an 18-0. It's about a second slower that they're losing.
Yeah, and I think is he connected up? Yeah, we now have the front.
Ooh, wide for
7.
Whale, who was in P12, but now it's the Luxembourg of Fritsch who occupies that position. Oh, I got too close to the car head. Do you think there was a little bit of contact there, or was it just sort of having to lock the rear slightly?
I'm not sure. His NDM contact acts wild. I don't think he touched, but it's very hard from that camera. But he was also blind as well.
So these heats are very short, and they're so short that we are now going on to the last lap of the race. The marshal will wave that white flag, and there's still a couple of opportunities for Sawyer to have a go at a Vibor House, but you gotta say, Finn, if anything, has looked like the slightly faster driver, was looking like he could make the moves at several corners on this circuit.
Yeah, but I mean, if he can stay within 3/10, joining the back straight, you have the opportunity to pass, well, at least to go side by side.
It's 4.5 tenths of a second at the moment, with Sawyer picking up a small draft down into the double right. There's Fritsch holding on. Hawg hasn't had a brilliant time of it in this race. He's back where he started, but is only 1 place away. Jos Ooms, bad race for him, down 5 places. And looks like he's going to miss out while one of his amateur rivals progresses through.
Finn looks like Finn's got this.
And what an impression he has made. Started 4th place, did Finn Wiebelhaus, but got up into 2nd on the first lap. And there's nothing that can deny him the race victory now. The German rounds the final corner, the real-life racing driver. He's jumped into the sim, and he's done very well for himself. He takes race 1 of the evening, with Sawyer, Pedrick, and Granaz all getting through.
Amazing pace as well. His fastest lap in the race was a 17.6.
Hawg has overtaken Fritsch right at the line.
Oh.
Incredible.
Yeah, it counts.
Incredible.
That was Hawg needed that. Fritsch literally now has to go through the E-final.
Yeah. So this is a little bit earlier on in the lap, but I think it happened at the last chicane that the 2 of them changed positions. Unfortunately, we might run out of time because once De Brouwer crosses the line, we will probably transition over to the next session.
Heat racing can be finicky. I've literally sat there, IRL, on the lower parts over there, sat with a bunch of Coanda boys and various other sim racers.
You mentioned before, I think, how that you don't appreciate the elevation change.
Nah, it's insane.
In the sim.
I did a lap here in a BMW M3, and for one, yeah, the sim doesn't cater the elevation, but walking around, it's insane, the elevation. Absolutely insane.
Petrick on pole. Apologies, I mentioned Petrick a bunch of times in race 1 when he wasn't racing. But he is racing in this for Heat 2. Then it's Gazer and Co. But I think already the drivers are almost lined up. Cialfi is just the one, and maybe Ryan Walker as well, I think are the 2 drivers who we're waiting for. Cialfi's on the grid. Walker we wait patiently for, but I'm not even sure if Walker set a qualifying time.
He's in.
He's in. And we are going to see who is going to be able to win out on this one. It's Jay Petrick then on the pole position. The lights will come on. And away we launch.
Lead us away slow.
It's not a good start for either driver on the front row of the grid, but they look like they're going to have the whole circuit locked out. As Ole Postrup is the one from 3rd position who has made up a place.
See ya.
And wide goes Gergo Gazer. And he's down 4 places already, and it might even get worse for him.
Yes, he needs to find somewhere to slot in, which he hasn't yet. There he is. He's finally in. Yeah, Petrick didn't have the best launch, but uncontested. Ole Postrup with a calculated send, but he had a really good standing start.
Shot has gone off, and look at that. That's a trickle involved. Not sure if he was the spinner or the spinny, but either way, he's lost out.
Yeah, we'll get a replay of that.
And I think Adam Watson may have somehow got involved in that as well, but not taking part in qualifying.
How close is Ollie? Let's see. 4/10, no. He's going to have to go defensive.
Any dive from Orbendorfer, not this time.
What? Orbendorfer definitely better on the brakes though. Like a bit of a slide there from the leader. But no, pace is good.
Mistake, I think, from Orbendorfer there, and it's invited Bjorklund, but Bjorklund then gets held up, and it's Orbendorfer's teammate Despotakis who's going to try to take advantage of that. But slots into position himself. Here comes Gazer trying to get back a position. The driver who started on the front row of the grid, and he muscles out. Tony Despotakis right there.
Yeah, Tony. You're braver than I. Great start from Jerry up front there. We know Ollie's no slouch. I know it didn't work out his way because of the qualifying penalty. Ah, so is this what happened on lap 1? NDM. Well, I say NDM, he was going deep anyway. So that's one, then we lost other drivers.
Yeah, the other one involving
Hogg.
This is just going to get caught up here by well.
No, I mean what? I don't know what to say, but you know,
that was a bold move from Adam there.
Adam knows better. That's never gonna work. You can't. Where are you going? Because the only opportunistic place you're going is the wall or killing someone. I'm sorry. Yeah. You don't earn the right to the corner. He slammed into the curb and killed someone. I'm a big Adam fan. I've done an endurance with him. Big Adam fan, but that again was on Adam. By the looks of it. For all I know, he was shoved from behind. I don't know. I don't have all the angles.
Kartzer in 10th position, getting past David Koenig there. Kartzer, is he up in places? Losing him. Sorry, yeah, he's up 5 places. Yeah, is he up a place? More than that. He's up 5 places. So after poor qualifying, he's making up for it now, trying to recover some points and a good qualifying. It's a good starting position for the A final. Currently, U-Team, who looked very good in qualifying, did U-Team actually, but he's yeah, he's on the fringes right now. And your pick for the Abs, Joey Island, running in P13.
Yeah, looking strong. Needs 1 position. But he's got some fast boys ahead.
I'm not sure how Petrick is 1.7 seconds ahead, but he's
well, Ordendorf had that mistake, and then he managed to fend off Postrup. So yeah, they just lost a lot of time.
Sure.
I think we literally saw it when we thought he was going to go for a dive. I think he just went in a little deep. Was slow off the corner.
Fast up the race there for Gergo Gazer, just demonstrating how much pace he has. Koenig's actually come back again at Kartzer.
Yeah, this is a lovely run. He'll get this done.
Cars does the right thing there, backing out.
Oh, he's gone deep though. Just shuffled up the order behind.
So this chain going back to Wiley Blair in 15th place.
Which track is this? Yes, Road Atlanta indeed. Brilliant track. This is the home of Petit Le Mans. I went to all of the American endurances, all of them, and I think the spectacle at Daytona is pretty amazing.
Sure.
You are living by looking on it, like it's like looking at an IRL track map where you can watch all the racing. But yeah, there's something about this place that's just special.
Teammates working together, got very unlucky there, did Wiley Blair. He sort of had nowhere to go.
I'm not sure this is going to work for them.
As Blair's going to try to come back, and up the inside goes Carter. And then Ireland maybe cut the space there, I think.
Yeah, even being 1 centimetre clear there, it's really tough.
Still going for these guys. They kind of got away from these guys, and then yeah, it was Carter who sort of won out that battle. There was also a change. Posture got past Orpendorfer, and I think Gazer got past Bjorklund as well, both at the chicane in the last lap. So Posture already pulling away.
So, here we go. Let's have a look at it. Eyes on Mate Lampert. Can he get inside the top 12? Sitting P30 at the moment. Okay, let's see. This is the send from Ollie. Lovely done.
And exactly the same as what's Gazer did behind. Gazer almost has, I mean, he's done very well to almost get back to where he was. It's a short race this, but he's made amends for that lap T1 mistake where he lost 4 places. He's made up a couple of them already. He's going to make another one soon.
Oi. Guys, it's a straight. Work it out.
I mean, this is getting a bit personal now between these two because they've basically been alongside each other for about 3 laps. Mistake for Gazer.
Oh no, you commentator cursed him.
He did.
What? Where do you lose it there?
I'm imagining contacts. Well, was he racing? He wasn't really racing though, was he?
No.
So will he get into the top 12? Might be him versus his teammate Lampert. See who gets in.
Let's see what happened. What's a bad
Oh,
one?
he got hit. He did get a hit from Bjorklund, who didn't even look close when we were watching.
Yeah, I mean, his minimum speed did seem low, because I was wondering what was happening. So we look again. See this up?
Yeah, he was a little bit slower, but yeah, I think Kim will be in trouble there. Oh, that's a sense. It's fair.
I don't know. That's a tough one to steward. If the guy in front of me, you know, all of a sudden drops a couple of tenths without using the brake light, it's tough. It is tough. But yes, it's on the car behind.
Oh, it's all going on ahead. Here we go. Gazer trying to get this position. Is Karts able to hold on? He is able to hold on. Gazer gets that move done. He can set his sights on this group ahead as U-Team's going to be overtaken by Lampert now. And Wiley Blair, who was, I think, alongside going to T3, looks a bit dangerous earlier on in the lap. But this could go any which way. 2 laps to go to see who's going to get straight into the A final. I think you'd probably back Gazer to make up those 2 places in the time remaining. Carter's begging these guys back to start batsing each other rather than him.
Yeah. That's going to be a tough battle. I mean, Wiley Blair's not slow. And we've got Mate Lampert behind. Let's see. Wiley Blair looks fast here. He focuses down, he can get a really good run here. Nah, a bit late on the throttle.
Oh, he's got Gazer just caught for a second behind. Here comes. Bjorklund's going to be overtaken by Despotakis here. Bjorklund defending pretty hard.
What? Nope, not going to work. Oh, he's tried to keep the inside. Did we see net code? Wow.
And this time he avoids contact at 10B.
Oh, but maybe a slowdown there. That was a lot of inside.
No yellow flags coming up on our screen as Gaze has got past Gutsch now. Plays in the wars after a poor qualifying. He's up 6 places, but he's going to lose a place to Dustin Rinker here.
Got a battle for the last lap.
So
Wiley's
dreadful
there
lap there
and goes
for U-Team. He lost, what, 5 positions, I think, on a lap, or 4 positions. Here's our leader.
Yeah, what a dominant display.
As there's been an off for Vedetsky, and there it is at the S's, and he will start pretty much at the back now for the B final.
Yeah, what a shame. Right, all eyes on P12. What can we see?
Or is there going to be a change here for P2, just 0.2 of a second? I think if there's no move, we'll go straight back to that battle for P12, because it could still all change rounds.
I think that's well defended.
No move there. So this is the positions that matter. Here comes Koenig trying to get past Colin.
What? He's got that. Yeah, he's got that.
He's done it. Is there going to be any changes for P12 further back at the chicane? No, they're all single file. And Gazer's not going to get through. So Gazer is only going to get the runners-up spot for the B final. Cross the line. Koenig did beat Colin. And Blair holds on, gets straight through to the A final. Obviously, Gazer will start P2 in the B final. You put a lot of money on him advancing for there. Oh. There's been a crash right at the end. Is Adam Watson in another crash? And
I mean, that's fine. It's a NASCAR finish, the last corner. You always make the line, so you always make the line. There is no. You said a photo finish. The only photo you're going to get here was one car backwards, one car forwards, because there isn't really enough room with that inside curb and the way it rebounds.
How does it work in terms of what part of the car has to cross the line? It's the middle of the car, right? Yeah. So you don't want to cross the line. If you cross the line sideways.
Sideways is optimal, yeah. If you can nail
that's
it.
the best. That's what all the pros do. That's what splits the 10K from the 9K.
Exactly.
Sam Fritcher's on pole position. There is Gazer. He can hop straight back into the car. Ooms, watch out for him. He had a poor start to his heat, and that's why he's in this B final. U-Team really was in the top 12 of most of that race. Is there anyone else who could maybe get in there? Looking down the order. Adam Watson, of course, starting 22nd place. And Joey Island, of course, as well. A bad end to that heat for him. France Shop as well with a lot of work. Thomas Verm, very disappointing day for him so far.
Right. E-final time. What do you need? Top
6.
Oof. We've got Rennsport things going on. ESL things going on.
Yeah. Here comes Fish then, on pole. And it's a decent start for him, despite the fact, of course, he's going up against a pro on his outside, but immediately Gazer is looking to the inside and might take the lead at the first opportunity. It's not worth fighting it. It's not worth fighting it. And he gets onto the curb, but he gets away with it and only drops the 1 position. So it's Gazer who leads. He will sprint away from the rest of these guys now, and it will be who can occupy the other 5 spots.
So who else could come through the field? Eyes on Watson down in P19.
Spin for G Hayes further back.
And you think in P7, you got to favour him, whatever went wrong, because he was definitely going to get through. I don't think we saw what happened.
Watson carving his way through the field. Here he is. He's got Steve Clays just in front of him, another driver who's perhaps a long shot to get in. I think Clays managed to advance back in the Interlagos B final.
This is going to take a hell of a job for Watson to get all the way back. Only for you to give him another Q-band for next week.
Yeah.
Are we going to see a late 3 wide? Nope, no room.
Maybe a 4 wide.
What? There's a car there, sir. No switchback, everyone following too closely.
I'd love to say who was involved in that, but I haven't learned the liveries yet of all the drivers. Here comes a little bit more servo side. This is Vuta Gossai.
Yep, lovely move. Even just as an intimidation tactic, it makes the person track out wide.
You might get Miller here. Miller's got the better line, really. You want the inside for T2, even though it's the outside for T3, but looks like Gossai's done well there. Still behind Miller though.
So Xiaofi is the man with it all to lose at the moment. Eyes on the Corby ice esports guy. He has his teammate in front of him, which can help.
So Watson had another incident, and he's basically out of it now. So as one of our dog horses gone, we will not have one of the. We'll have one of the pros not get to the A final. And it's kicking off here. It's kicking off behind as well. There's a lot going on this circuit.
Like you mentioned, Clay's trying to club. Oh, there's a car there.
No, and into the wall. Clay's will get past Zombor, who's in his first race of the season.
That
and,
looked like a little bit of bump
there.
draft and almost overreacted and then steered in someone. Like it was strange, the amount of steering input that went into that.
These guys getting through to the A final, but Ooms having to watch out for Whale. He needs this A final for his championship hopes. Blue team is right on the tail of these guys. Zigrai as well in the mix. The man with a slowdown. That's what the yellow flag means.
Do you think P8 can do anything? P7, sorry.
I think he'll do it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm reckoning Gutcha will fall out of this.
That's Xiaofi's teammate, right? Yeah. They're both cold ice, yeah. Oi, and you are right. Oh, it's Rinka. Oof.
It's as though he was driving on ice there.
Yeah.
He's in the rear end. So here we go again. Whale knows if he can clear Ooms, then he might be able to sprint away from the rest, and that's what he'll be looking to do now, because he has got past, as the leaders are so close to one another. Goga Gazer is making tonight so tricky for himself because he's made a mistake, and Fitch is very honest. I don't think Fitch will do anything about it, because it's not worth the fight. As Clays has had an issue with Zombor, and Zombor we saw have contacts before on a straight, and he's now made contact with Clays. And
yeah, it'd be interesting to see that, because yeah, I think I mean they drove into each other on a straight, so it'd be interesting to see what happened in the follow-up.
Bad day for Steve Clays, of course, the ARA champion last season. And from looking from that one, it looks, if anything, like he's just going to spin up the tyres. But let's see, Clays is just ahead of him. Is that Clays ahead of him? Yeah. Clays spins. Oh, no. Oh, no. It was not much Naj could do that.
It was a switch back into a nightmare.
So Frisch, I feel a bit bad for him because Gazer made a mistake and he sort of backed up Frisch into this pack.
And Whale is quick.
Yeah, although if you're Whale, if I were Whale, I'd be holding back in P3.
He's trying to...
I mean, that is the worst
yeah, he's done it.
he could possibly do in that situation.
He's just trying to make him shake, yeah, and he did.
But it's worked out for him, to be fair. And it gets from middling to slightly worse middling for Frisch. He's still well inside the top 6, but he's going to have to go defensive here because here comes Joris Ooms.
Oh, this is tight.
Ooms will have the better line up here, you'd think.
Yeah, Ooms is sending it. Bonk.
But no. Frisch stays ahead.
Ooms is going to lose out here. Oh no, he backed out. This now puts Xiaofi in firing range.
Frisch just needs a couple of big corners here because I reckon Frisch is faster than Ooms.
Is Xiaofi going to send it on his teammate? Or are they literally just two? Well, no, they're not. I thought he was going to have a look.
Uti not doing anything from P7 at the moment, but this is a longer race. He's still got 8 minutes to pull off the decisive overtake.
Yeah.
Zegray not quite able to get involved himself, and then there's a big gap back to Kassir, who's had a really good day generally. Kassir, this would be one of his probably his best meeting of the season, I think, if he can get a P9 in this B final, taking advantage of all of the incidents around him. Albeit, as I say that, Miller overtakes him.
Yeah, he seems to looks like he's got the pace.
Oh no, it's gone bad for Kassir. He's dropped another place.
You a fan of this track?
Yes. I think it's wonderful. Oh, that's a shoulder to the face.
Yeah, but he's going... Was he going... it's hard to see from this camera.
I think he was slightly offline as... because, yeah. It's gone bad.
Cursed him.
There's a couple of curses. I don't have too many curses. But that is... I've had a couple today. He'd already lost a couple of places, and then this is what made it even worse for him. Oh, well, it's the car ahead braking...
No. He just broke too late. Yeah, he's in trouble for that.
Oh, so who was the other car? We should probably say who the other car was, shouldn't we?
Yeah, he just...
I think it was Deman.
He murdered the man.
Murdered Deman. Shop has had an issue. Shop was up like 18 places. He started effectively last, and he spun it at an unusual spot.
And...
into the air, breaks the spine.
Thought about entering the bad rejoin section to see if that would help. Right, what's going to go wrong here?
So it's going to be knee damage model. Knee contact model.
Oh.
No, he didn't even make contact.
Yeah, he's going to feel pretty silly about that one, unfortunately.
So Thomas Verm is now the highest of the games. He basically started on the back row. He's up 15. Vedetsky, who had a spin in his heat, he's up 13. Andre de Brouwer is up 18. Isn't going to get through into the A final, but great damage recovery there for de Brouwer, who is one of our AM Championship contenders. But will find himself quite a few points back after today with the strong results for Joey Island and Deco.
Ooms and that lot still fighting. Oh, you got to think every time these two battle, Siafi's got to be screaming, guys, can we please go forwards?
Oh, he's got a bit of a wiggle as well. U-Team could, if U-Team wants to go for it, he absolutely could on this lap. Okay, now they're working together. Okie doke.
Well, he's got the shout from the teammate now.
Well, they're going to have a launch potentially at Fish. There they go. Fish is defenseless here. And he gets done. Ooms up to P3.
The scariest thing about him is that he seems so calm. He's keeping his tyres nice and cool. He's just biding his time. That's what it seems like.
I would very much be driving like U-Team. I'd be too scared of getting caught up in an instant. I'd be like, okay, let's hope that two of these guys pull each other ahead. If that happens, I have to do nothing here, and then wait till the last couple of laps. I'm going to pull off a move, but here comes Z-Great finally catching up to the back of these guys. He's in the draft. Don't really know too much of Z-Great. This is his first season, and so we don't know if he's the type to.
Good race for Ooms this race. He's been absolutely on it. Maybe not the pace of Wow and Gazer, but looking strong. His overtake's been good. So U-Team's without a team, right? Yeah. Gazer in his own race.
Less U-Team, more like no team.
Yep. Well done.
Well, they've all got the draft at the moment, so nothing happening there. And if Ooms can keep up the pace, then he can drag these guys along. But yeah, you got to think U-Team's got something up his sleeve.
Yeah, well, we don't know if the mistake was pure skill issue that's shaking him a bit. It's a shame to see Ryan so far down into the B final.
Sheffield might get past Wick, who's quite low down, 21st position. Fighting pretty hard back there. Got a couple of retirees. You can see Zombor still going out there in P25. Of course, Watson, meaning that we won't have all the pros get through to the A final. It's always quite a big scalp whenever a pro doesn't get into an A final.
But obviously, Gazer's going to find himself in what quality position for the A final?
25th.
Yeah. And sweating because he's been non-stop.
Yeah.
If you're second heat, B final, A final, it's a lot.
Cassier's had another problem now. I'm surprised that car's not got a lot of damage because, of course, that contact he made with Deman sent him back. Here comes Walker, just trying to recover a few points for him, being a miserable day for Walker. U-Team has come into the pits. Has he put in heat fuel for the B final? Or has he gone over the instant limit? I doubt it's the latter.
He looks like he's pitting. He's gone so far to the right.
And, I mean, I watched Dodgeball the other day. It's a bold, cool Cotton. We'll see if it pulls off. I don't think he's going to get into the A final from here.
I can't really comment on ARA fueling, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
And yeah, it does look like he had to take a splash.
So now we know why his driving was so calm. I think if he's pitted now, he probably thought, can I make it to the end?
So we've got one more lap to go after this. These 6 drivers look very secure. Z Gray 1.7 seconds back off C Alfie. All they're fighting for is grid position for the A final. Nothing. There's no points for this. But here comes the bump draft. I mean, right now it's Gutsch who is calling all the shots. He's giving the bump drafts, and he bump drafted Ooms past Fitch earlier on. Now he bump drafts Fitch past Ooms.
Last lap.
Oh, that's a scent.
I don't know why Siafu, now that he's free, with no U-Team behind him, would now invite Zegray into his draft.
Gap's down to just half a second. He'll be fine because he's got the draft ahead, but he needs to not commit to any more overtakes.
And
what they're fighting for is 29th and 30th on the grid for the A final.
Well, I mean, P7 and back are done for the night. No more racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Siafu at least invited an opportunity to not take part. Let's see. As he go with a mid-exit.
So let's see. We know Gaze is going to win. We know Wales going to be in second. Frisch should hold on. But here we go. They're playing the risk. Does Ooms fight it?
Yeah,
Ooms is very slow, though. Has he run out of fuel as well? It looks like he has. And Zegray moves into P6. And frankly, he's done nothing there at Zegray. That's all he needed to do. Ooms, though, I mean, he's not spluttering to the line. What is going on? Oh, no, he did splutter to the line. But only right at the end. He should have pushed harder there, Ooms. Really? He should have given it a go at least, rather than...
Well, fuel... that amount of fuel was annoying, because you could have easily fuel saved that. A little lift in T1 every lap would have seen you with enough to push.
Well, you know, he was punching a hole in the air for a lot of it. Had he just stayed back in the pack, he would have been towed along.
I don't think he knew, because he was involved in so much battling. Like, I complimented his overtakes. If you're fuel saving or just managing your fuel, you just follow.
Yeah.
Anyway, Zegray through.
Zegray through. Yeah, well done to him. Yeah, didn't do anything rash. He didn't go for unnecessary moves on U-Team, and by staying in touch with those guys, manages to take advantage. He'll start 30th for the A final, so he can't go backwards from there. And we now go for the little intermission between the B final and the A final.
Not the interlude.
Oh, it is the interlude.
See?
My bad. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, everyone. I've let everyone down for that. Of course, thanks to Apex Racing Academy for sponsoring this series. They are the title sponsor. Apex Racing Academy do setups and track guides and data packs for lots of cars in iRacing. I think it's over 50. Of course, the Porsche Cup gets in tutorials from Peter Berryman, former PESC driver and race winner in the Porsche GB Championship. And of course, the Porsche Cup is covered, but also all the GT3 cars, the GT4 cars, the TCR cars, single-seaters, including the IndyCar and the Super Formula Lights, Super Formula Grown-Ups, and all sorts of cars being covered by Apex Racing Academy. So do check out apexracingac.com in order to get a bronze, silver, or gold subscription.
Former PES drivers, has he retired?
Well, he didn't do PESC last season.
Did he not? Are you sure?
No, he didn't. He hates the Porsche Cup. He's very quick in it.
We did Pec
But he
GB.
doesn't like
It was Pec
racing it.
GB last season. I think I watched. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, me and him side by side.
I love watching him do IndyCar. I think that's my favourite thing watching him do.
Yeah. No, he's a single-seater guy. Again, reminiscing. I mean, let us know in chat if anyone remembers the Kronke Hutu days. Kronke Hutu. Pete was a solid. He was basically third best driver in that series in the World Championship
That was
Grand Prix
the
series.
World Championships back in the day.
Yeah, absolute peak times. Welcome to everyone who is watching along. Always appreciate your comments in chat and the support that you give to all the drivers. So keep it going. Going into this this race, Elias Sawyer, are we thinking that he's gonna go from pole to win to win?
What about his teammate? Are you forgetting someone?
Orbendorfer?
No, the IRL
Patrick?
driver.
Oh yeah, he got overtaken, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. He looked monster quick and very elbows out.
Yes, Wiebelhaus.
Wiebelhaus, yes. You got to fancy him, but let's see. We've got lots of fast drivers. I mean, it'd be interesting to see what Gazer can do from P25. That's going to be a long day for him.
Do you want to change your Tony Despotakis pick? Or anything in the,
well, of course, second qualifying kicks off. I always want to change my drivers. Let's see. I don't know who's going to win this. I think Lion GP have got this locked out with 4 really fast drivers that I can think of. Kirkalis is, I mean, he's aggressive. I imagine he's getting a pen, but you can't rule him out of the race. Yeah, I'm not sure that any of the Lion GP boys can win this. But then Ollie Postrup, I don't know where he's going to queue up. I don't know if we've shown the grid yet, but he's a really good driver. He's been looking really good.
Yeah, of course, race winner back at Interlagos earlier on in the season. Second place in the championship, of course, Sawyer, championship leader. Philip Hammer won this championship after missing the first 2 rounds like a couple of years ago. So, don't necessarily rule out Wiebelhaus, who, of course, is making his debut today. It's possible. I think that was like a 12-round season, to be fair. And didn't have the same competition as this. But here we go. Wiebelhaus on pole, teammate alongside him, teammate behind him, with Pedrick and Sawyer. Then it's Postrup, Granez, Orbendorfer, Karakalis and Despotakis, the Greeks, on the 4th row of the grid. Adrianson's top of the Pro-Ams. And top of the AMs is Joris Ooms. There are 4 AMs today.
No, not Ooms. Jensen, right?
Ooms is top of the AMs.
Oh,
so
AMs,
I
sorry.
probably
Right.
misspoke.
Sorry.
Blow alongside him, and then Blair and De Brouwer. Maybe De Brouwer. I'm getting confused. I'm very confused. De Brouwer didn't get in. Hopefully our timer screen will sort out. But we are soon going to get underway for this A final. Line GP 1, 2, 3. But who's going to win it out of them? Can anyone challenge them? We are away racing for 18 minutes of action. There's a slow start for someone about 6 rows back, but for the top 3 it looks all right. But Postrup already challenging, and Postrup already up to P3. That's an important overtake for him right away to break up the Lion GP domination. And off the circuit goes Alex Rogers.
What a shame.
And many others. There's been a big wreck on the exit of T1, and you can see barely anyone's been able to make through it, and they're still wrecking.
Someone's come up from the grass, and they're going to find themselves in a heap of pain for penalties. That's what I'm guessing.
Well, we have Sam Fitch up 11 places. Levante Zikre, we talked about him. He barely got through, made it through on the final 2 corners. He's up to 19th, made up 11 places from last on the grid.
All right, we'll get some replays of that once it settles out, but it looks opportunistic now for the Lion GP boys. Again, Ollie Postrup, did a really good job, did what he needed to do. I think he is going to find it difficult because it's Sawyer back there. We know he's fast, and obviously in front of him he's got teammates.
So Jazzy went back to the pits. Rogers, Koenig, and Carter. Rogers actually may have got back out there. Here goes side by side for P3, and already has lost the position. Then has Postrup Sawyer back up into that 3rd position. Because that is the top 2 in the championship. Just massive.
All right, let's see what happened. 3 wide.
Oh, it's already kicked off.
Oh, oh my lord.
So who starts it? is the question. George Caracallis is a very good man to start with, I reckon.
Yeah, Caracallis probably.
We don't mean that in terms of, oh, he's the type of person to start that. But he was
Yeah.
the first one. So, I mean, it might even be quite an innocuous spin. I'm not quite sure if we can get it even further back than that to find the source of the issues.
I mean,
Contacts on the circuit.
Let's see. So,
Oh, it's the oh, and then
so he goes right.
it's one of the.
So he got hit left. He got hit.
Kim on J. Bjorkman might have to take some of the blame there as well because he made contact in the Sim Racing Norway Cup.
All of this straight line grassing into people though. Yeah.
Well, I'd hate to be the steward for this series.
Yeah, if you straight line full throttle to cut the corner just because you're having a bad day into someone else. But yeah, it looked like Caracas picked up a hit there on the very outer rim of the corner.
And Bjorklund, well, maybe that's... If he was at fault, maybe that's karma. I don't know.
It was too much for my brain to absorb. I saw that it looked like Bjorklund and Caracas were the catalyst that started it all, but far too many cars there for me to form an actual opinion. Whoa,
Looks like
bit of
the car was
damage.
hopping a little bit on
Yeah,
the
maybe a bit of damage. Very strange place.
Jensen Adriansons has gone off. He was the leader in the Pro-Ams. And that is gutsing for Adriansons, who was having such a great return to the series. Looks like he's struggling to rejoin as well. Oh, he's blowing the engine.
He has blown the engine, yeah. You don't see that a lot in the Porsche Cup.
Well, I guess he's gone rear first then, I guess, into the wall.
Let's see. Oh, he's bottomed out.
Oh, so he's overheated the tyres.
Oh, his car does not look happy. His car does not look happy. I assume he had picked up damage on the one of the incidents.
Zegre's up 14 places now. This is why we always talk about why it's so important to get into the A final, because stuff like this can happen, and he can gain 14 places. Back to live pictures, and it's Orot's doing very well, up in P8 now. Vatsic, leader of the Pro-Ams.
And like you say, Weeblehas, great showing. Joined the league, obviously, for this round, being his first round. IRL Ford development, Ford, I don't know if it said Mustang. It looked like Mustangs. Development driver. Hopping into a Porsche Cup. Looking very fast. Obviously, he's got his teammates behind him. But that move from Postrup to has really disrupted because Sawyer is now quite out of draft. So it is just a top two breakaway at the moment. Yeah, Lion DP, what a showing. What a showing. 5 of the top 6 cars, am I seeing?
Yeah, going to extend their championship lead. Of course, they've got 2 teams in the series, and they are currently the top 2 teams in the championship. Luke Blow, not sure what's going on with Luke at the moment. I think he might be having maybe connection issues, I'm not quite sure. But he was sort of blipping in and out, but is still going on his way. So, Vatsic, leader of the Pro-Ams as it stands. You do score points for your overall position, so if either of these guys can nab a pro driver as well, that would be beneficial to them. And if it ended like this, I think Vatsic would lead the championship. Whale a few places behind him as it stands, and this would be the first season win for Vatsic. Runner-up in the first 2 rounds, so a really strong opening third of the season for him.
Indeed. Lush-looking livery as well. That's taken some work. Looks really nice from the German Sim Racing driver.
Yeah, German Sim Racing, one of the oldest teams on the grid. Capel back to the pits as well.
Yeah, I enjoy their streams. They always broadcast the special events on their channel. That's been going on for way back. Joey Petrick came into this race as championship leader, right?
Yes. No, Sawyer, sorry.
Oh, it's Sawyer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Petrick won round 1, but Sawyer leads the championship.
Oh, yeah. 17 points separating them. Ollie Postrup needs a teammate. He doesn't have one in this series, right?
He does not.
Tropicana Sunshines.
Yeah.
Team name. Never heard of it. Okay, so Feeble picking up some serious compression there.
So it might be done by Postrup here. So Sawyer overtook Postrup earlier on, and now he's returned the favour. I did say earlier on that these two were the top two in the championship. I was wrong. I was getting confused between Postrup and Pedrick.
Oh, there's no love loss.
And yeah, back he comes, and now here comes the other line GP car, and Sawyer can give the draft to his teammate. He's not doing that at the moment, unless oh, now he does.
He has to be
Make
careful
sure
not
that
to
they don't
box him
in.
out. Yeah.
And that's what he's done. So here comes Petrick. Petrick might want to just get all these guys. Here he goes. On the inside goes Joey Petrick. There's nowhere for the others to go.
What?
And the teammates make contact,
Yeah.
and they take each other, and three of them go. And honestly,
Over-engineering that.
Postrup played that perfectly, because if you're in the inside car, three wide, the others just have to sort themselves out. You're the one who's going to be fine.
They overthought that under. This was just team games gone wild.
There was a gap. And yeah, it's the car on the outside who's just squeezed and then spins back. And Granez had to... Hopefully Granez hasn't got any damage from that. He did pick up a slowdown, but he seems like he's all right in P4, so...
And all of this transpired from Sawyer's mistake, right? Sawyer lost the position, dived on the back straight, costing them both run down the straight, gave his teammate the late draft. Had to be careful because he obviously gave his teammate the draft and then chopped back in front of Ollie, who then took it 3 wide down the left-hand side. Just too much inventing. They were fast enough not to need to manufacture it.
Zigo with a bit of a mistake, drops down 3 paces as well. These two are in a different postcode now to each other. And Postrup will drive a very lonely P3. Granez will be hoping for a lonely P4 if he can keep up the pace. Morot's having a great time of it, up 6 places now. Collins up 10, Fish up 14.
What happened to Orbendorf? Oh, he was he was the one caught in it as well.
He was the outside driver, I think.
Yeah.
Arguably the one at fault. I mean, potentially, I don't know, could get a penalty if you're 3 wide.
I don't know.
You need to try to avoid the incident.
It looked like a racing incident. I mean, it looked a bit stupid, but it looked like a racing incident.
Orbendorf is the driver on the outside here, so you might see what I mean.
Yeah, the outside driver doesn't know it's 3 wide, that's for sure. Because he leaves his teammate no room.
Anyone new to iRacing, the drivers, as long as they have the spots on, they will know, or they will be told at least, that it's 3 wide. Albeit it can be a little bit iffy, obviously, if you're...
Yeah, when you're turning, it can be quite iffy.
Yeah, and obviously it might be that one car's ahead, the middle car's a bit further behind, and you're a bit further behind the middle car. And so it's sort of 3 cars overlapping, but not necessarily 3 cars.
And when you're driving past the
inside.
pit entry, it goes inside, clear. I'm like, what, who,
Yeah.
what?
Turn left on a right-hander.
I don't think it's over for the lead battle, but we'll see, because that was Weevilhouse
Okay.
and Sawyer. That was the brilliant battle from Heat 1. Brilliant battle. I mean, they cost themselves seconds fighting.
Well, Petrick would go to the lead of the championship if it ended like this, so losing a lot of points back in 10th place, and lost a few points back in his heat, because Petrick was able to win his heat. Orbendorfer now with a slowdown. He's making his way back up through the order. We're watching Max North overtake.
Yeah, nice move.
Callum Beament. Beament having low-key a pretty good race, up 3 places. Alongside a little bit further back as well. That's Fish, who of course won our B, or came 3rd in our B final.
And I have to retract a statement I made. Ollie Postrup does not need teammates.
No. Pit them against each other.
Yeah. Yeah, poor Elias Sawyer. He was the only one who, because obviously he was the one setting it up from his mistake and obviously from the dive onto the last corner, which was fine, but it cost him, you know, the run into the last chicane. He was the one who got crushed from all of this. Postrup got the inside completely clear, and his teammate went round the outside, but nowhere near enough room for a 3 wide. Nowhere near enough. And Elias was just crushed. Mateo Colin, P8, up 10 positions.
Here comes Bjorkland. Oberndorfer will go with him. He's not gonna take any prisoners from here, is Oberndorfer.
Yeah, it's tough around the outside though. It is tough. Let's see if he can get it done. I don't think he's going to get it done. He's brave. He's brave.
It's not worth it, guys.
It's brave. Nicely done. Lovely done.
Unfortunately for Gutsch, he's got his teammates Dialfi behind him. Otherwise, he would probably be under pressure himself going down into T1. But
lovely move.
All those esports stay in line as Morot.
I think it's just an overtake.
I think Granez has just made a mistake, and it's really left him vulnerable. Granez could have damage. He did make contacts earlier on. But I think it is just a one-off mistake from him, is it? I don't know. What was his last lap?
We've got a replay here. Let's
he lost half a second actually on that last lap to Granez, so I think he is just struggling. And now Morots has the draft.
I assume he's just going to. Oh,
yeah. So good thinking.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe actual.
And now he's going to go for the move.
Whoa! Job done.
Great drive from Morots. He started this race down in P10, I think.
Nice switch back. Let's see who is first to give. Oh, lovely stuff. Don't think he's got the pace to keep it. Yeah, he's going to get over that. Lovely racing.
Despotakis is coming up to these guys. Despotakis was the sort of the under-the-radar guy who lost out in that collision between the Lion GP cars. He was the one who sort of came across it and couldn't avoid it.
Yeah, fastest lap of the race as well. Back in draft.
He might be overtaken by... Oh, dear. Whoa. I think Sam Frisch may be in trouble with that one.
Let's see that again from...
the inside of it.
From Zijapa. Yeah. It's a common side-by-side corner. They seem to hit each other very early on. Let's see. So he gets the run on the outside.
Yeah, that's all on Frisch.
Yeah, it is. Frisch just completely blows it.
I mean,
tracks out. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's more common to track out than it is to make the apex, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Talking from personal experience in this car. But that doesn't make it right, yeah. Got to be careful if you're on the essentially the outside there.
So that's bad news for both of them. Beeman loses about 6 positions, and yeah, Frisch lost less than that, but he'll get a post-race penalty. I'm almost certain. That'll probably be about a 10-second. Plus, of course, will accumulate license points, which could demote him. It could give him a qualifying ban later in the season.
Yeah, Alan Sandy's seen it go more often. Go wrong more often than not. Yeah, obviously in a GT3 it's a lot easier to sweep across and make the apex. I mean, yeah, it still needs to be looked at by the steward, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Wiley Blair is leader of the amateurs. None of the amateurs have really had a clean run at this race. Apologies, it's Ooms leader of the amateurs. My bad, I am.
Yep. Losing it. Yeah, you got...
What? No, he's not in this race, though, Ooms. Hard timing screens.
Oh, yeah, our timing screen is...
I don't know why he's on our timing screen, so if anyone's watching the live timing, they know what we're talking about. No, it is your friend and mine, Wiley Blair.
Yeah, we're having a bit of a technical issue with our software, our end.
So here comes Oberndorfer. Will be easy enough on Bjorkland. Absolute veteran of ARTV, not only in the Porsche Cup, but I think in GT3 Trophy and also the Radicals as well. Bjorkland's done a fair few races, I believe.
Yeah, there should be a good battle. Bjorkland does know how to overtake.
These guys sort of just waiting. Petrik's been on his tail. It's not really like Viewable House and Sawyer, where it looked like Sawyer was struggling to keep up. It looks like Petrik has been waiting behind.
Yeah, he's able to follow quite closely. It's a good sign.
But I would be going for the move on this lap. I wouldn't be leaving it to the last lap because it will all come down pretty much to the exit of the S's. Because if he's this far back on the last lap, he's not going to be able to go for the move.
That is not how you join that straight.
Postreb thinking, how can he turn these two against each other? Did the 3 earlier on.
No, I mean, Postreb weren't doing anything. He passed Elias both times after mistakes.
Yeah.
Then, yeah, Elias cost him all the pace down the straight from the side-by-side. Tried to help his teammate, and it just went all wrong.
So Elias gets back into P9. It will be close for the championship lead between him and Pedrick. Obviously, if Pedrick can take this race win on the last lap, it would help him out in that regard. Don't rule out Wiebelhaus, obviously. There is a drop score. He's missed the first 2 rounds, but he's not out of the championship hunt if he can get a perfect meeting today. As that's a lot of bouncing for Wiebelhaus, but he kind of a lot of speed still.
And there's nowhere to go in these S's.
He has performed when it's mattered. And through the S's, he extends that gap to half a second, and he's almost uncatchable from here as long as he gets these 2 right-handers cleanly.
Yeah, a good exit here, and he's got the gap already. Joey looked a little cooked on the exit last time. Good exit here. A little late, but that's just the dirt, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he gained half a tenth through those 2 right-handers, but
Yeah,
he
it's
needed
4
to be
tenths.
closer before that.
Yeah, it's a little bit too late. I don't think he can get this done.
So, on his debut then, Finn Wiebelhaus was a late entry and he signed up to the series today, but he's going to make quite the impression. And after winning his Heat 1, he is going to take the A final as well. It's going to be
Gran's just got
130
by.
points, and he takes it. Meanwhile, Granez has held off Morots, and Morots might be overtaken by Despotakis right at the end. It looked like Morots might get 4th. He's going to finish 6th. Vatsic wins out of the Pro-Ams.
Yeah, Morot's lost out there, I think, in the battle with David Granez, and he's lost 2.
And Wiley Blair, we're going to have to wait a while for Wiley. He's right on the tail of Frisch, who may well get a post-race penalty. But Blair is going to win in the amateurs, and that is, I think, the person who I predicted would win in the amateurs. So well done to him, and well done to me.
Okay, mate.
Unfortunately, none of us called Wiebelhaus because he was an unknown quantity going into this round.
I didn't know he was entering. We hide the important information until after it started.
So
Fun race. Showing about the incident at the start of... Was that the start? God, it all happened to quick. Start of this race, yeah.
start of A final. I wonder if actually we could just try to get a replay of that last lap thing between Granez, Despotakis and Morots as well, just to see how that's changed for P4 right at the end of the race. We'll try to get you visuals on that in just a second. But yeah, of course, in the end, Wiebelhaus winning out ahead of Pedrick and Porsche, as here it was. A little bit of a move there from Morots. Granez on the inside.
Oh, not...
Yeah. Might be in trouble there, Granez.
Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah. Not the best door-to-door.
You gotta leave space. Like, you know, that's a corner where you're batting alongside. It's plenty wide enough to go alongside. You can't just force the other driver into the...
I fully understand why he did it, because we all...
Yeah.
It's last lap, but it wasn't the best door-to-door racing we've seen. And obviously, we've seen some brilliant moves through that corner, so yeah, to see that on the last lap is not great. Especially because he lost another one is the reason it's going to be even flagged. He lost 2 positions, poor guy.
Well, yeah, Despotakis might well be up 2 places because of all of that going on. So far, all the drivers are being very
knackered, mate. It's heat
sociable.
racing.
Yeah. Here's the results, at least. Wiebelhaus winning. Yeah, Pedrick just never able to pull off the move. I mean, do you think he was... What do you think was going on there? Do you think he genuinely just was never close enough for the move? Do you think he was waiting for the last lap? But
I don't know. We didn't follow them every lap, but it looked like Wiebelhaus was just really good joining the back straight. And if you can manage that, which he did seem like, even when we saw him battling Elias Sawyer, I noticed that the joining the back straight was where he was pretty masterful. So it's tough. But yeah, maybe Joey was just playing the percentages. He's now effectively taken the lead of the championship, I believe.
I think he has done, yes. Let's have a chat with him then. Joey Pedrick with us now. Joey, congratulations out there. That's a really strong points, the race win in the race 1, and then the 2nd place in the A final. We were just discussing a moment there. What was the tactics in that A final? I mean, were you deliberately waiting behind your teammates to wait to the last laps, or was there never really the opportunity to go for it?
Yeah, hello guys, thank you. And to your question, I think it was my strategy, of course, to stay behind him, and he was really strong on pace, and then maybe to get an opportunity at the end or wait for a mistake. But unfortunately, he didn't make a mistake, so I didn't had the opportunity at all, and at the end I was a little bit too far away to get a chance. But yeah, it was at the beginning I didn't want to fight him at all, because yeah, it's a track that happens a lot of chaos, and then it's better to drive it safe if you can.
Yeah, how did you find the bumps? I mean, we were talking about it right from the get-go in terms of, you know, dealing with the curbs and the stiff suspension in this Porsche Cup car. Did you have to like alter your lines compared to maybe how you would drive the old Cup car on this circuit?
I think to be honest, on this track, the old Cup car was also pretty bumpy, but of course easier to handle. But I think when you have your line and you find a way to that you don't bump too much or don't jump too much around, then it's fine. And you have to find this line between go fast over curbs and yeah, don't take the bumps too hard.
Well, you seem to be able to find it near the end of that race. In terms of the championship, we haven't done the points yet, but you must be very close with Elias. What was that going to be like in terms of, you know, this season? Do you reckon? Do you think that's going to affect your driving? Just, you know, perhaps playing it safe on a couple of occasions in order to, you know, make sure that you don't lose any points, or yeah, what's sort of your mindset going into that championship fight, especially against your teammate?
Yeah, my strategy is to play it safe, or like to be always on the top positions. That's my goal. And then when no mistakes come in, then yeah, I think then I have a good chance. And of course it's my teammate, but I think we fight fair and everyone has a chance, of course, to the championship. And yeah, it's we will respect us a track like everyone else, I would say.
Well, best of luck for the future few rounds. Joey, is there anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I would give a shout out to Finn. It was a nice race at the end, and yeah, cool to see him up to pace in the first race already, and it was nice.
Yeah, pretty scary. Signed up to the series about 6 hours ago, and yeah, he's looking tricky to beat now. So yeah, we'll see how he gets on. Thank you for chatting with us, Joey. We'll see you back next week.
Thank you. See you.
Yeah, GG's.
I think we might be able to have a chat with Finn now himself.
Yeah, I will bring him up. Hello there, Finn. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
First of all, congratulations on winning, your heat and the A final. That seemed to go to plan for a series you just signed up for today.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite good. Probably I had the potential to go pole position several laps, just didn't got it together in the end, got some track limits and stuff like this. But in the end, quite happy. I mean, Heat 1 was quite chaotic the first lap, but then my pace, yeah, was quite good. And yeah, started from pole, won it, so nice.
Yeah, excellent job. And your teammates looked strong. Was that something that made it easier to work with? Because we noticed you battling Elias in the first race. Was that just having a bit of fun, or you both being hyper competitive? Because obviously it brought the draft back to P3 and that lot. Where was the mindset? Was it full racing your teammate?
Oh, For me, it was quite clear. Yeah, I felt like I had the pace to go past him. So, yeah, I mean, we didn't spoke about any rules before, so no papaya rules or avocado rules, like we call them. So, no rules inside the team. For sure, we leave a bit of space. I mean, it was a fair fight. It was good fun. I think we went too wide for like at least half a lap. So. Was nice, but in the end, yeah, for sure I want to win. So therefore, I went for every move I could, and yeah, paid off.
Excellent stuff. And obviously, IRL driver, I'm jealous. You drive the car I love the most in the sim, the Ford. How does that translate? How have you found I mean, have you been sim racing for a long time, or is it more of a new development for yourself?
Yeah, I mean, iRacing is not a new playground for me. I'm playing it since some years now. Now I try to get a bit more professional level, so I try to get my iRacing a bit up in the official races, having some fun in the top split with the fast guys, with Moritz Löhner, for example. So
nice.
They're quite fast. Still need to find some time compared to them, but it's obviously also harder for me to get the time to always drive the sim, or especially over the summer when I'm doing my real racing. So but in the winter it's quite fun, and with Lion GP I found a good team. They're helping me a lot setting the stuff up, and it's been brilliant so far.
Yeah, they seem great. Have you ever had the opportunity to drive this track?
Never been here in real life. I don't know. Yeah, I only drove in Europe and some racing in Middle East. America was not yet on my plan. Maybe in the future, let's see. I'm racing the Ford Mustang, so maybe in the future, let's see. Super happy right now, so yeah, let's see.
Yeah, I bet. No, it's great to see. Excellent performance. Is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to, Finn?
Yeah, for sure, Joey. He was quite fast, I have to say. He was pushing me a lot in the race. I did a couple of small mistakes because he was pushing me quite to the limit, and then a big shootout to the whole team, Dennis, and yeah, it's been nice so far.
Awesome stuff. Yeah, we look forward to having you back for next round. And again, congratulations on picking up the top spot. You can go fight for the championship now. We're using the drop rounds. It'd be interesting to see how you fare at the end of the season. And again, I look forward to chatting to you next round. Thanks, Finn. Congrats.
Yeah, thanks a lot. See you.
Cheers, mate. Excellent showing. That's how you want to show up to your first. And obviously, it was tough battling. So to come out on top, it's a lot. We saw a lot of people get caught up in a lot of things. So it's tough.
Like he starts at P5, I think, in his heats.
Yeah.
So yeah, in quali he was, I guess, qualifying. He wasn't anywhere. I guess it was P10, I think, in qualifying. He started P5 in his heat, or maybe P9, and yeah, was able to move his way up. So yeah, it was so impressive to do that and beat probably the two strongest drivers in the series. In terms of the championship points, Petrick leads now with 334 points, Sawyer 326. Oli Postrup, of course, has been very consistent. Hasn't won a meeting so far, but is on 319, so only 15
be a great battle to the end.
Off the lead. Despotak is still sort of in there as well, and obviously with the drop score, could well get others.
How many? Just the one?
Just the one, 9 rounds.
Yeah, that'll be tough for Finn to make a bid for the championship. Well, because the top 3 have been, that's a lot of points.
Yeah, like, if he doesn't have any bad rounds, it's possible, but like one bad round, everyone else can afford that, he can't. So
sure.
And hopefully real life racing will get in the way. In terms of the pro-ams, by the way, just a quick word on that, Whale only 3 points ahead now of Vatsik. So that's interesting. And in the AMs, Blair Racing with a 1-2, albeit with Putuk obviously missing today. He was the championship leader. Drop scores as well will help out. Hayden Putuk, if you're watching along, Hayden, hopefully you are having a good evening off. Yeah, for the next round of the championship is Monza. It's the Italian doubleheader, isn't it? So
Monza then Imola.
How are we feeling about that?
I've never done a lap of the Porsche Cup. I love Monza. I even love Porsche Cup Monza. I think it's fantastic, but I've never driven the new one there. I think it will be pretty good. It's going to come down to
right?
probably Ascari is going to be deterministic on that right-hand curb, how the car's going to react. Because if you're still bouncing when you need to turn left, it's going to get pretty tricky, but that's just me picturing in my head. And lots of draft. So your exit, the last corner, which I refuse to rename, it's going to be crucial So yeah, I think it's going to make for some good racing. What's the format?
I'm fairly sure it's the same format that we used today for that one. It is, yeah. Our only other B format race is Sebring later on in the season.
Copy that.
So yeah, looking forward to that. Of course, if you're watching along and you're interested in taking part in the series, currently entries are closed because we have so many drivers. We had 56 today, and the server only limits to 60, and we had a few people who didn't turn up. So unfortunately, no entries currently available for anyone, but do join the ARA Discord, and then that will be the best place to know if entries do become available, and the best place to find out if any other series are going live, because we host GT3 series, Endurance series, Prototype series, and yeah, much more than that. So do check out the Apex Racing League Discord server. That link is in the description below, and check out the Apex Racing TV and Apex Racing League Instagram accounts as well. And one last shout out as well to Apex Racing Academy. Do check out apexracingac.com if you want to get faster on iRacing by using their data packs. But for now, from myself, Sam Fitzpatrick, and from David Sampson, we are going to say goodbye here from the Apex Racing TV esports studio, and we'll see you in 1 week's time at Monza for round 4 of the season. See you then.
Ciao.